Hello, my nephews and nieces, your Uncle Kyle here, and what is next for the Batman Arkham series?
I've got nothing left!
After Suicide Squad shat the bed of that ending, I'm here to answer what could possibly happen next for this game series and what I think WB will do next. Well, first off, we need to talk about the canonicity of this game, even in the first place. Do you want it to be canon? I surely hell not. I'm telling you, I would be the happiest man on the goddamn planet if they told us tomorrow, hey, this game never happened. It was a fever dream, alternate reality, or some kind of shit, whatever you want to do. And I have to explain it to people because there's still people who play this game and there's still people who really enjoy this game. And I have to talk down to you right now. I'm sorry, but I have to do it. This game was one of the most disrespectful things I've ever laid my eyes upon. And I take that as a person who doesn't really get offended easily. But yet, when I see Batman laying on the ground like that, I just can't help but want to spit in the face of whoever who goddamn thought of this idea. I hate the fact that this game exists. I want it to be wiped off the face of the earth. Being non-canonized is you know what? It's not bad. I would take it, but if it was up to me, I would final snap this game right out of existence. I never want to see its face again. It's a disgrace to anything DC, Arkham, any way you look at it. I don't know how people can like this game. I mean, I've never met a person who actually have. I have, and I'm so disappointed that I have. So if I haven't made it clear by now, I'm trying to say that this game needs to be non-canonized. Please, I'm begging you, WB. I do not want this game penetrating me in my sleep, and not in that way. I mean in my dreams. I could have worded that a whole lot better, but I'm just saying. This game, I want it wiped off the face of the planet. I don't want it mentioned by anyone, but maybe they'll be smart enough to, just non-canonize it. But we'll talk about that. I promise you we will. So, do I think Rocksteady will make this game non-canon? Well, I don't know. I don't really. I think it depends on a whole lot of variables. I think the main one that will come into play is that, listen, guys, we spent like the last 8 years making this game. You know what God has always said. I don't know what he said, but like, there has to be some sort of saying about this. Like about things can't come down to nothing. That there's a much easier way to say that, and I'm going to talk about later in the video that I think the next Batman Arkham game would take place before Suicide Squad. I think that's pretty obvious, probably, unless they're doing it beyond. But like, yeah, it'll take place before. So I guess they won't see a reason to really non-canonize Suicide Squad, especially if it's way before Suicide Squad time comes anyway. Then theoretically, there's no point. I mean, I guess what they need to do is just leave it in there until it like interjects into the story in a way they don't want it to be. I could have said that in a whole much better way. What I'm trying to say is, I think they will keep Suicide Squad canon until they make a game where it's beneficial to the writers and gives it an easier time for the writers if they just non-canonize Suicide Squad. So maybe in a point where they're making a game around that time period, or they're making a Beyond game, and they're just like, oh shit, we killed off this dude, this and that in Suicide Squad. I don't remember the game, so I don't want to remember what happens in the game. So we killed this and that. We really wanted a Beyond game, so that, I mean, I think that's the only way they don't canonize it, really. I mean, WB are pretty anti-consumer. They just gotta do their own thing, and then the crowd end up not liking it. The audience end up not liking it, and we're like, well, shut the fuck up, man. Like, we're making money here. Like, we're doing our own thing again. Hopefully, we'll like it this time. But oh well. We're not the one that's the billions, and we're not the one that owns the DC IP. So really, I was gonna say we have no say in what happens with this character. I mean, you know what I mean, innit? I mean, we should have a say because we're fans, but you know what I mean. At the end of the day, we don't have any say, You know what I mean? But let me tell you something, Rocksteady. This game does not stand for nothing. This game will not be for nothing. It stands as a lesson. It stands as a lesson in failure. A lesson not to give in to sweet baby ink, and a lesson just don't be pricks. Like, that's the best advice I can give you. I was like in scripts like gonna talk about feminism, but I'm not gonna do that anymore. For obvious reasons. I'm not trying to get involved in that. So what do I personally want WB to make next? What do I personally want Rocksteady to do next? Well, to kick this off, WB, it is time. It is time you stop avoiding this like an awkward goddamn teenager, man. It's time you do this. You've been running away from this for, and I don't know when the last thing, for like 20 years. You've been running away from this for 20 years, WB. It's time to face the facts. It's time to do your job. It's time to make your long-time customers, you have so many merchandise, which I can't be asked to get right now because it's across the room. It's time for pleasure. WB, it is time for a Superman game. Okay, I guess it's kind of obvious that Superman is one of the natural next steps for a DC game, or this next game in the Arkham series. But WB don't know that. Can someone please tell them that we want a Superman game? I mean, I think they do kind of know that, but they just don't want to do it. Like, please, someone yell into the CEO's ear that, like, we need a goddamn Superman game. Unless we're going to keep on getting games like Suicide Squad. Listen, yeah, I mainly want a Batman Arkham game. Mainly, if it was up to me, in the time period between Asylum and Origins. Asylum and Origins, because I feel like there's just so much story to to tell there that they just haven't bothered with, really. Except from Blackgate, I suppose. But here's my idea, really. Rocksteady, for the next 4 or 5 years, go ham on making a Superman game, making the best goddamn Superman game that they can ever make, something that rivals the Arkham series in gameplay, in story, in whatever, you know, stuff like that. Make another completely beautiful game franchise, so you don't have to constantly rely on Batman, going back to Batman all the time. I mean, I don't mind that. Batman is my favorite character of all time, but I'm just saying that doesn't mean I do not want a Superman game. Just because I like Batman does not mean I'll actually have a hissy fit if I see another superhero having a goddamn game. I mean, I played Marvel Spider-Man. Like, I liked it. It's fine. It's still good. I don't like Marvel Rivals though. But and plus, it's a recipe for success. Superman in like the Arkham formula, Flash in the Arkham formula. I know we're getting a Wonder Woman game. I don't know if that will be Arkham. Maybe, I don't know. It does kind of depend on Suicide Squad, doesn't it? Kind of, because it would be in the far future, I think. Yeah, it would be in the far future, but still, I don't know. So yeah, that's my idea. Rocksteady work on a Superman game, but not just Rocksteady working on a game. I want WB Montreal in there as well. Not helping the Superman game, but making another Batman Arkham game. Like I've said before, a origin sequel of sort, or a Asylum prequel, whatever you want to put them do. Like, listen. I know this is very unlikely since WB Warner Bros. Seems to hate Montreal with a passion ever since Origins. For fucking it up with sales and shit at the start. But everyone loves the game now. Everyone is dying for a Origins remaster, and yet WB does not want to listen. And yeah, I do get it from a business perspective. Why would you risk your job remastering a game that didn't do well on launch back in 2013? Because if it doesn't do well again, then you're kind of in a rock and a hard place, in it. Like, you made an executive decision to remaster a game that didn't work well on launch, that was hated at launch, and you decided to remaster that, and it didn't work again. So at that point, you just kind of look a bit tapped, don't you? Like, I mean, like, everyone wants it. An Origins remaster probably would fail if it was released today, but as a company executive, you can't really risk that. As you know, like you've already seen the light. The game failed, and then try again, and if the game failed, you're kind of done. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. You know, doing the same thing over and over again is definition, and expecting a different result is definition of insanity. Yes, vast. I know, vast. I love vast. So yes, give WB Montreal another Batman game. Let them cook on the Batman game instead of just cutting their development time short. I mean, like, the amount of stuff, have you seen? The amount of stuff that was cut out of Origins, man. Damn, man. That could be my favorite Arkham game right there. If I get everything in, bro. Jesus Christ, that game could have been beautiful. But still, yeah. Have WB working on a prequel to Asylum, and have Rocksteady work on a Superman game. That is the recipe for success right there. I don't know if you'll agree, but you know, I just think it's just something. What's my opinion in it? It's something I would really love to see. just something goddamn beautiful. I mean, I would also like a Justice League game, but I feel that's like kind of out there, you know what I mean? That's so goddamn out there that it's just mad. Like a Justice League game, there's just so many goddamn problems with that. And a Superman game, but I feel like a Superman game would be eager to do a Justice League game, depending on how you do it. But you know, so what do I personally think WB will do? Not taking into any bias that I've said before. What do I personally think that they'll do based on their track record? Well, basically, I would say that okay, yeah, the Asylum remake, that's inevitable. I can guarantee you that will be the next Arkham game, any kind of release we're gonna get, like maybe in 2026 or like 2026, or maybe like early 2027. We're probably gonna get an Arkham Asylum remake, but in terms of original games, I really do think we're going to get a Beyond game. Mainly because after the blunder that was Suicide Squad, WB Rocksteady, they really need a win. And that Arkham Asylum game remake will be a win, but they also need to make a win as in a original game. And the fans have been asking for a Beyond game since before I even played these games. So I really think that they're going to try and take the slam dunk and make a Beyond game. The only potential thing I have against this opinion is that I think that they said they're going to go back to roots. And yeah, I think that does mean Batman Arkham period. But I do think, how much of back to roots are you talking about here? Are you talking about anything Batman related, or are you talking about strictly what the Batman Arkham game did before, and just stick yourself back in that universe? That time period between Origins and the Night, are you going to stick to that? Are you going to go in there, act like you never left, do Suicide Squad shit, or are you just going to do anything Batman related? If they're willing to do anything, stretch themselves out, see what they can do, they're going to try and Beyond game. But if they're going to be like, guys, we really need to slam dunk this, do exactly what we did before, we kind of have no slip-ups, which is also likely, then I think that my idea of a Origin sequel or a Asylum prequel, I think that will probably come into play, really. But I don't know. Or they could change the Night ending so he comes out of retirement a whole lot earlier, so this five-year break. Then at that point, Suicide Squad will have to be non-canon. But yeah, what I say is, I was gonna say what I say. I'm not that guy. I am not that guy. Why did I say that? But like, listen. What I'm trying to say is that I think what will happen is a Beyond game. Me personally, a Beyond game out of the three I've talked about is the worst goddamn outcome, because I hate Beyond. I cannot stand Beyond. I'm sorry, I hate futuristic storylines. I'm sorry, I just want an authentic Batman experience. Ideally for me, the best case scenario is that they go completely back to roots and they go between Origins and between Asylum. Like, that is just prime Batman for me. Like, I do not want this Adam Smasher shit. I want prime Calendar Man in his whole glory. Please, people, tell me you are on my side about this. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my opinions. I hope you don't think I'm a goddamn idiot for trying to think of what WB was going to do. I don't know why I'm holding this. Yeah, that's just what I think will happen. Please tell me in the comments what you think will happen. What do you personally want? What kind of Batman game do you personally want? And I guarantee 99% of the comments, if there are any, will just be Beyond comments. And nah. So yeah, I'm Uncle Kyle. There should be 2 videos around here that you can go ahead and watch. They're pretty good videos. You can go ahead and check them out. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll see you next time.